At the start of the movie, we see Roger Dot and Caroline's family, who shift to a new house, but their dog is not going inside it house. At the same time, we see Reg's daughter, April, who finds a toy near the tree, and she keeps it with her. And when all the girls are playing, a stick breaks off from them. Then, when Roger comes and sees there is a holster room down there, Roger forbids Vivian from going down, and Ariana goes to sleep. But when Roger's wife Carolyn looks out the window at night, her dog barks at her. And when Carolina wakes up in the morning, there is a mark in her foot. Caroline ignores her, but when she goes down, she sees that all the clocks in her house have stopped at 3:07. When April goes out, she finds out that her dog is also dead. Then even the next night, the clocks stop at 3:07. And then, in the room where Christine and Nancy is sleeping, someone pulls Christine's leg, and there we see Roger Dot, who is still awake. Roger hears some rattling sound. Roger sees where Thesand is coming from, and Andrea tells him that this is Cindy, who has fallen asleep and has come to his room. And Shay's hitting her head with the cupboard. Actually, Cindy has a sleeping disorder, but here she hits her head with that which she never did before. Roger puts Cindy to sleep in his room. Then the next morning, when Roger sees there is a similar mark on her body, Roger tells her that you should show this to the doctor. But Carolyn ignores him, and then Roger goes to work, and his 4 daughters go to school. And now April and Caroline live alone in fear. Caroline sees that April is talking to someone. April tells her that she is talking to her new friend, Rory Dot, who she sees in the mirror of the some toy that she found near the tree. Then April asks Caroline to play with her, and they play hide-and-seek blindfolded. Caroline goes to a room looking for April and asks April to clap, and then the doors of the cupboard kept in that room open, and 2 hands come out, which Caroline sees her in that cupboard, but there is no one in it. Caroline opens her blindfold in fear. Then April comes from outside and tells Carolina that she was in another room. After this, we see Christine and Nancy again, at night, where again someone pulls Christine's leg. Christine gets scared and gets up, and she sees someone standing behind her door. She also picks up Nancy and tells her, "Look, he is looking at us." Nancy goes to the door, but Nancy doesn't see anyone there. Christine tells her that he is standing behind you, and then the door closes and Christine starts screaming. Hearing her, Rosa, Caroline, and everyone else come to her room. Christine tells them that she saw a trick there, and she'll so talk to him. Christine tells them that the trick was saying that he would kill her whole family. Then the scene of the next night is shown where Caroline is applying medicine to the marks on her body. Then she hears someone clapping. Caroline thinks that her daughters are still playing, so she goes and checks all her daughters' rooms, but they are sleeping. And then all the photos on the stairs suddenly fall down and break. Then Caroline hears someone laughing. Caroline goes to see who is downstairs, and the door of the same storeroom opens there, and there is a sound of Simeon playing the piano from below. Caroline goes there in fear and says that whoever is below, I am locking him. But then her door closes by itself, because of which Caroline now falls into the same room. Caroline sees that there is no one there, but then a ball comes towards her. Caroline starts running up from there in fear, and then the bulb that is burning there also breaks. Caroline lights a matchstick and sees who is doing all this. Then a voice comes that says to her, "Will you play with?" And 2 hands come from behind her that clap. Caroline now gets very scared and starts beating the door hard, but he locks it from outside. Then we see Andrea, whose room Cindy falls asleep, and she is hitting her head against the Andrea stops her and puts her to sleep on the bed. But then the doors of that cupboard open. Andrea goes to close those doors. Then she sees a leak on the cupboard, which jumps on her. Now they both start screaming in fear. And then Roger also comes from his work. He hears the screams and goes inside and takes Caroline out. And everyone reaches Andrea's room. Here Caroline and all the daughters are very scared. They know that there is someone else here beside, but Roger is still not able to understand anything. And now in Thestry, there is the entry of Ed and Lauren Ball, who is paranormal investor, and there are many suck things in their house on which there is some black shadow, or they are cursed. Ed and Lauren investigates the case, and they bring that cursed thing to their house, where all those things are trapped in a room. Then one day Caroline comes to them and tells them that very strange things are happening in their house. Can they come and see their house? Then the next day Ed and Lauren come to Roger's house. Caroline and Roger tell them that since they have come to this house, something strange is happening in this house. the bird that passes over their house in the morning. It dies and falls into their garden. Every night, the clocks stop at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock, and the doors keep ringing all night. Roger and Carolyn shows them the storeroom where Lauren understands as soon as she sees that a lot has happened here. Lauren also hears many voices there. Ed talks to Roger and Caroline, and he is also recording all their conversations. Lauren talks to April and says that your mom and dad told me that you also have a friend. April tells him that his name is Rory, and he is always sad. Lauren asks April if she can see Rory, and when she sees him in the mirror of her toy, then she sees a boy standing near the window. Lauren goes out to the same tree where April got that toy, and Ed also came. There, Lauren sees that there is someone hanging on the tree. They ask Roger and Carolyn who was living here before. Roger tells them that he bought this house for auction. That's why he doesn't know who used to live here. Then Lauren tells them that she has seen a black shadow here. When they entered the house, she was standing behind Roger, and the second time they saw her standing behind the girls, and there is a lot of hatred in this black shadow. Then Ed and Lauren leave from there, and they say that they will come to investigate this property. After this, Ed and Lauren are shown at their house, where Ed was listening to the same conversation they had recorded, but he sees that the voices of Caroline and Roger were not recorded in it. He shows this to Lauren, and there is only Ed's voice in it. Then Lauren tells Ed that a lot of people have been killed here before. A woman cursed the devil with her soul, and cursed those who occupied the land, and hanged herself from that tree and died, and her death time was 3 o'clock and 7 minutes. There was another family walker, whose son was Rory, who suddenly disappeared in the jungle one day and was nowhere to be found. And then that woman also killed herself in that storeroom. Lauren Wasteling, Ed, all this. That's when the tap recorder starts there, in which Ed's voice was there, and a lot of screams were coming from his house. Then we are shown a clock in which the time is 3:07 minutes. Then the next day, Ed and Lauren came to Caroline's house again, and today they are accompanied by Drew and a police officer, Brent. They all put a camera and a sound recorder in every room of the house, and they also put a camera near that tree so that they can collect some evidence. Only after this, they could take permission from the church to do something about this house. Ed and Lauren tell Roger and Carolyn all the incidents that took place in this house and put the cross of everywhere in the house, with which they give a response to the devil, which they can be used as evidence. And that's when the door of the storeroom opens on its, and Ed and Lauren go to the store room and say that we want to talk to you. Tell us what happened. But they come behind me. I hide here. And when they open the door, Cindy is not there. They follow the footprints of Cindy and they find a door in the closet, and Cindy's there. Then April tells Lauren that whenever Rory is scared, he hides there. After that, Lauren goes inside and sees that the toy that April has is taken out from the same place. That's when the wood below breaks and Lauren falls down.